gonna need y'all to get in here. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about today. We got some stuff to talk about today. This is some wild stuff, boy, going on in the world. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know how Cat Williams knew, but Cat Williams knew something. Cat Williams knew something. Cat knew something about the game, boy. Cat knew something about the game. I know Diddy drunk right now. I know that. Telling you. That play that hey, jail ain't a place for nobody, let alone prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all, man, there's a weird energy going on in this world. Weird energy, man. Weird energy going on in this world. It's like some type of polar shift. Because ain't no way, man. Like, man, listen, it's so chaotic in this world right now. I don't ever remember a time where it was this chaotic. I don't. I never remember a time where it was this chaotic like this, man. Like things is just all over the place in this world. A lot of evil. A lot of evil. If you notice, you don't see a whole lot of good going on in this world. Well, at least not reported. You seeing all the bad being reported. You seeing all the evil being reported. And to be honest, it's draining. It's draining. It's real draining. So let me tell y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, man. This Diddy thing, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like it's a distraction. For one, it's a distraction for one. For two, man, it's exposing a whole lot of dirt. And then you'll still have a lot of people fighting to get there. Like this Diddy arrest is exposing a whole lot of dirt, man. It's exposing the life that so many try to run to. Like so many people trying to run to this life. And it's a life of evil. You know, you'll have people that think that it can't happen to them. You'll have people that think, oh, when I get in there, I'm gonna change. No, you're not. No, you not. You know, and maybe because 50 Cent said it, that a lot of people will start to really understand it. 50 Cent got a interview coming out. I think it dropped tonight with Earn Your Leisure, where he's really speaking on why things are happening to Diddy. Like 50 is dropping an interview tonight with Earn Your Leisure, speaking on why all of this stuff is happening to Diddy. And he said it himself. When Diddy tried to sue Diego, that's where he messed up. That's where he messed up. When he tried to sue that liquor company, he said because he had a deal similar to Diddy, and it starts out good, and then it gets bad. So when you start to understand what they're doing to him, if you're a person that got sense, you're not really focusing on what he did. Yeah, what he did was wrong. But when you start to understand why all of a sudden now is a problem, you start to really understand that now the system itself is a problem. Now I don't know if y'all seen the movie Blink Twice. If y'all seen the movie Blink Twice, go ahead and blink twice for me. But anyways, the movie is about, you know, it's these elite people. This black girl and her friend meets this guy, this executive, this top executive for this company. He takes them out. He invites them out to this island, this resort. I'm speaking on Blink Twice, the movie Blink Twice, and how this coincides with the whole Diddy thing. So he introduced he these girls introduce themselves to this guy. He offers the, hey, come hang out with me, come party with me. Takes them to this resort. But first, now this is the first link with these elite parties in this industry. He starts by taking all of their phones. He starts by making them put all their cell phones in a bag. And they're looking like, what? Wait, why? So he tells them, hey, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But peer pressure, motherfucker, when you see all these other women about to go, it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel safe. Hence why Young Miami was pivotal. Hence why Cassie was pivotal, allegedly. Because it makes other women feel safe. Having women around makes other women feel safe. Because they're looking at it like, all right, well, if they're doing it, I mean, it can't be nothing wrong going on. But you don't know, you don't understand that these women, man, be mentally broken. The women that be in these industries are mentally broken because they've tried to get away and they see how tough it is. They see how no matter what they do, your life is going to be ruined. So when the movie comes on, everybody's having a good time. It's all partying, it's all partying, it's all partying, all partying. Every day. Every day is partying. There's guys on this, there's men on this island too. So they sit down, eat dinner, they do drugs, they give them drugs, they give them different drugs. Okay, cool. So the climax of the movie starts when they're at dinner and you just see bruises on these women's head, on these women's body. And then you see them running through the woods. And they're asking themselves, what's going on? I seem like I'm having fun, but I don't know. They can't remember anything. Come to find out, the drugs that they're giving them, it's in the food, it's in the marijuana they're smoking, it's in the flower that they smell. Once they smell the scent, the fragrance, it takes their memory, erases it. So, come to find out, every single night, they're after dinner, they're abusing these women. I'm talking about doing some heinous stuff to these women. Heinous stuff. Heinous stuff, you know, to these women. And then they give them the flower to smell and put it in the food, and then it erases their memory for the next day. So, at one point, there's this older woman. You see her in the garden killing snakes. So then this girl stumbles upon this little room. She stumbles upon like this shed, and the old woman that was killing the snakes, she ends up giving her a bottle to drink. She drinks it and she spits it out, and she starts yelling something in another language. So as the movie go on, the woman starts to get her memory back. She realizes her friend disappeared. Her friend had disappeared, and she didn't even notice. Yep, it is. I'm getting to that. So she starts to notice and remember that her friend was with her. Yep. She ends up remembering that her friend was with her and she hadn't seen her friend. She starts to remember all the heinous things that they were doing to her. She remembered being SA'd and beat up. She remembers screaming. She remembers being kicked and punched, and she remembers running from them, and then she fell and bust her head open. She starts to remember the gruesome things that they were doing to them. So she goes and she ends up getting this, telling the other girls, telling one of the other girls, gave her the snake venom. That's like the antidote for them to remember the snake venom. So she gives the antidote to they put it in the girls' food, they put it in the girls' liquor, like giving them shots, and all the girls start to remember after. So they had to basically fake like they didn't remember the whole time. So then you start seeing executives, elite people coming back and forth. You start to see it. They're coming on the island having fun with these girls, doing the same thing to these girls, and they're getting paid for it. So basically, my thing is, what if that movie has something to do with Blink Twice? Zoe Kravitz wrote that movie. If y'all didn't know, Zoe Kravitz wrote that movie, Blink Twice. Now, if you go and research, you see Zoe Kravitz in a picture with Diddy, and she doesn't look too comfortable, but he's all over her. What if what if Zoe Kravitz wrote that movie Blink Twice because she was raised in the industry? Her dad is Lenny Kravitz. What if she wrote that movie telling the stories of her life and others around her that has went through these essays with these elite people that's been drugged by these elite people and taken advantage of? Go look at Channing Tatum post about her every time he thought that she was going to break, she didn't. I think that movie Blink Twice shows you what goes on at these elite parties. Now, when you go do your research, you'll see a video of Diddy before he goes to the party. He's taking everybody's cell phone and putting them in a bag. We've been hearing for years how when you go to these parties and these gatherings that you cannot bring your phone. That movie Blink Twice, because they put it in your face. They got to tell you what they're doing because they won't think you'll believe it. They know that you're too stupid to even think that this is going on. So now the movie Blink Twice to me is about Diddy and it's about the Hollywood and the hip hop elite and all these different elite industries and businessmen, powerful people doing these things to these women, essaying these women, drugging these women. You're not gonna tell me Zoe Kravitz wrote that movie. Zoe Kravitz wrote that movie Blink Twice. You're not gonna tell me that was not from firsthand or second account um, examples. Things that happen to a lot of these women, man, they're dirtbags. I'm gonna be honest, they're dirtbags. I'm not taking up for Diddy or anything like that. I'm basically saying the problem is way bigger than Diddy. What I'm telling you, this is a distraction. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that should be that should take precedent over this Diddy thing. Now I'm gonna tell you, they are smearing Diddy's name. They have to destroy your name. Public perception is all we care about. Notice how they keep on. Notice they have to find a theme. Whenever they're breaking someone down, they have to keep reporting the same thing, finding a theme. Now, in Diddy's case, that baby oil, the 1,000 bottles of lube, that is the theme. That's not a crime. But why are they mentioning that first? Why are they mentioning that over every other thing that he's done? If it's about these women and it's about the crimes he committed, why is the 1,000 bottles of baby oil number one? Why? Why? Also, they have to move Diddy out the way. They like to whitewash everything. For years, Diddy has been known as the king of partying. Did y'all take notice who's considered the king of partying right now? I want to know if y'all know who's been getting in the headlines for having the best top party going on in the industry right now. Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin. They're whitewashing everything that we're known for. So I just want y'all to think about this for a second. Think about everything I said and go do your research. about that movie Blink Twice. Go do your research.